Hey guys, welcome back. Let's see if I'm gonna see something cool. Hopefully camera picks it up. I don't know if you can see the steam coming out of the vent. If the wind blows this towards me, you can see it. Hopefully you guys can see that. I don't know if it's picking it up or not, but you might be able to see it on camera. But it's day 2. Maybe when I come back out, you might be able to see it. Day 2 of the kiln cycle there, and for the first, I don't know, 1 to 3, maybe 4 days, you can see the moisture coming out of the vents. Yeah, the humidity right now, it's about 37% on average inside. Temps holding no problem. So the air damper valve here came today. Pretty self-explanatory, really. So when this gets power or calls the vent, this will obviously open up and allow air to flow. So came with the plug and whatnot to give it power to open or close. So I've talked about it before. I'm actually not going to do it right now, because now that I remember how this connects, it's actually inside, so where the plate is, kind of like the exhaust portion, that attaches to that, which is actually in the wall, give or take. So this load comes out in a couple days. So when I'm done with this load, it'd be wide open in there. Take it apart quick. I still got to get a T pipe. So this can attach to the top of it, and out here will be the valve, I guess you could call it, the intake valve. So I'm just gonna wait. That way I can really monitor it when it first starts, kind of deal. And I don't want to mess up this load in case that doesn't work how I want it to work. So this, the way I'm gonna have it set up is when the fan wants to turn on based on the relative humidity, this will automatically open when that fan calls to extract the moisture. So it'll be one and the same. When that turns on, this will open. When that shuts off, this closes. So it should work as planned or as designed. I don't see that being an issue. My only concern is that it doesn't, well, I actually got a few concerns. That it doesn't pull it fast enough to get the moisture out, and it's just non-stop, kind of how it's doing right now. It'll obviously be better because it won't be a vacuum. Now you'll actually get fresh air in, and I'm pretty sure it's going to suck pretty hard. Number 2, where I have my sensors, when this opens up, you're going to get all that fresh air, and immediately it's going to blow right past my sensors. So I don't know if that's going to cause it to, instantly like shut or stay open, or I don't know. I don't think so, because those are actually really nice sensors to the point where it's almost like a wet or dry bulb on like those other systems, that it takes a bit for it to adjust. I don't know how those work, but so I'm really hoping that it works as it's supposed to. I know I had a comment recently that they said put the intake vent behind the heater. Well, that heater does a non-stop run, right? So once, like for this cycle, it's just seasoned wood, or to be equal as seasoned wood. Like right now, I don't know if you heard it, but that valve just closed. Heater shuts off because it's up to temp, and then when it drops about 3-4 degrees, it turns back on and it reheats the kiln, and so on. So, and by doing that, I'm really going to cool down the heater. I don't know. It makes sense to do that, but I'm not going to do that. It'd be pretty good to do because you're going to heat up the fresh air coming in, which would be nice. So I don't know. There's a lot of ways to do it. So we're just going to install it in a couple days, see how it goes. If I don't think it's pulling enough, I'll probably end up putting that other fan in there. The only reason I'm not, well, thinking about it, not sure if I want to do that, because that fan, it is designed for a lot of heat, because it's an exhaust fan that actually has a thermostat on it that it'll shut off or turn on at a certain temperature. So it's the moisture that's going through it, because it's way different design that I have in there, right? It's actually behind this vent. It's what it's connected to right there. You can see the wire coming out of it. So I don't know. Where the one that's over there that I just showed you is similar to this, you know, that has the fan inside of it, which is designed for that kind of thing. So I'm just really hoping that when I put this in, it makes a drastic difference. So I'm thinking it will, because it's going to have a nice draw sucking the air out, and it'll probably pull maybe twice, 3 times as much when it actually has a fresh air coming in. So we'll see how it goes. It's going to be a total different learning curve when I install that, so I'm hoping it works as planned. I'm thinking so. I just know when you can, I don't know if you guys could have seen that, the heat or the steam coming out. Okay, you can kind of see it right now. It's right there. Hopefully you can see that on camera. But it does this non-stop all day. So it is pulling air out. It's just not at the rate that it maybe should be, right? Because you can see it, hopefully. You can definitely smell it, I'll tell you that. It's a good smell. It's like hot, warm wood smell, a little with moisture. But the last day, I mean, you don't see any of that. It's just, there might be a little bit. Even when it's up to like 150, 155, it could be really cold. Yeah, you may have a little bit. It's mainly just like the heat. You don't see the moisture or the, you know, condensation or whatever you want to call it, or water vapor or whatever. But right now you do, because obviously there's a lot of water coming out of the wood. So yeah, that's kind of that. Like right now the valve just opened. I don't know if you can hear it. So it just opened to reroute the water to the heater. Heater turns on, it does its thing. So yeah. What else we got planned here? So tomorrow we're going to be processing wood for hopefully majority of the day. That's the goal. So you'll obviously watch for that tomorrow, because we're going to do a lot of that. We got to get a lot of wood done. So I already got it all set up, ready to go. I got some other things to move, but so that baby will go back to work. It's been a little bit since we did that. Obviously we had those extreme cold weather, had a lot of snow. I mean, it's really no excuse. I'm not working in negative degrees. So I got the fuel cans out. I got to get the skid loader fueled up here. Good old diesel, right? I know the last time we used it, it's pretty low. So we'll probably end up splitting tomorrow. Probably a good 6 hours worth, maybe. You can see the wood from here. So that section's hickory, on the other side is cherry. You can still see all the snow we have. But there's where I plowed it all, or snow blowed it all, so it's all bare ground now. But so everything should be ready to go tomorrow. I want to get up early and get going on that. I got my brother tomorrow, so he'll be operating the skid loader as long as, here, maybe you can see it from here now, because my truck's there. You can see. I hope you guys can see it. I keep showing you because I want you to see it. It's just cool. I mean, non-stop. So I'm hoping to get done. I mean, if we split for six hours, should have, I don't know, maybe 20 plus face cords, depending on how smooth everything runs, as long as everything goes as planned. The fact that I have everything set up already, all we gotta do is pull out the skid loader, move my tractor, You know, that saves about an hour. I mean, the setup time is, if you got to move it, set it up. I mean, it takes time. Like, I still got to get the tarp underneath. I collect a lot of the debris. I got to get a tote over here somewhere for like all the cutoffs. I got this one here for all the, you know, the bark or slash that comes off to capture that. So, because in the following day, so I plan on having a huge mound of wood, and I mean a lot. As much as we can do tomorrow, that's what we're going to do. Because the following day, we're going to get it all stacked. So, I'm not sure what the weather's going to be like tomorrow or whatever, but that's what we're doing. So, but yeah, so always trucking away here. I mean, there's always something to do. I brought these bags over a while ago, which I think I showed you guys. Been tapping away at that. This should last a good month, all this wood here, even with the kiln going. So I mean, this one's almost empty. That's just got normal logs. These are all big chunks. Not even sure what kind of wood this is. This is all soft. Well, this is hickory here, but that's all ash. It's all whatever I wasn't going to sell. So it's all undesirable, knotty stuff. So, because I stopped pulling from inside here because I wanted to keep. So she's roughly half empty now. I wanted to keep what we got there in case like one day I run out of here. Or I do like pulling from this because that's all uniform pieces. It's extremely dry. There's more hardwood in there. It's all hardwood really. Whereas most of my boiler bags or totes is softwood, you know, so you go through a lot more of that, especially in the boiler when you're trying to heat, you know, a lot of square footage. So filled the tractor up today, that's good. Did a couple quotes today as well, so been pretty busy. I got fuel. Today was more or less a day, you know, preparing stuff. That reminds me, I got to, it's always something to do. I got to tighten the belt on the chipper. I could tell it's getting a little loose. Not loose, but it needs to be tightened. I've had the portable power station. I had that charging yesterday in the sun. Works as it should. So been using that pretty much a lot. So yeah, I got to, you can actually reach it from underneath here. This belt here that engages, but this is, you can tell this is kind of loose. It should be a lot firmer about here, not here. So it gets affected when you're trying to. The computer recognizes when the RPMs drop and it backs out the wood. And right now it still does it, it just does it a little too late. So I have to tighten that up. This was the other fan right here. This was the other fan. It's a lot bigger. The only reason I don't think I'm going to do this, you can see if I'm sucking moisture through here, I don't think that would be a good idea. I don't think that would be good at all. So yeah, I could be wrong. I'll let you guys let me know what you guys think, that this would be okay or not. I don't think it would be a good idea, but my other plan is to put this one above the boiler somewhere to extract the smoke that comes out when I'm loading the boiler. This would be just fine for that. So I wouldn't have that right above it. I would have some piping, like HVAC piping, have that shoot out the side of the lean-to with some louvers or something so it doesn't get rained on. Not sure yet how I'm going to do that, but that's not pressing. I can deal with that till maybe it gets warmer out. That'll do a phenomenal job. I'll just have to hook up some type of HVAC, some big vents or pipes above it, you know, high enough where it just sucks it all out. So that'll be something I'll do. Probably not till spring. I got a lot of other things I got to do in the meantime. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm curious what you guys think on if I use that for the exhaust fan. I just don't think with the moisture that's really a good idea, like at all. Could be wrong because it's it's hot, but it's a lot of water. That's going to accumulate. I'd probably short that out in no time. So yeah, that's kind of the agenda. I mean, today's just a day to prepare and get stuff ready to go. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys. I I was really planning on doing that intake piece, but I got to get inside and unhook it from the inside wall. I want to do it right, you know, so there's no air leaks, it's airtight and so on. So I'll get that done in a couple days. That'll be after a couple of my processing videos. So, but yeah, just a little insight of what's going on here. Let me know what you guys think, but as always, keep earning.